Hey everybody, Attorney Richard Seller here, bringing you another employment law related, I don't even know what to call these things, free-flowing state of mind. I got an interesting question today from a defense client about whether hugging in the workplace is legitimate, what should we do with it? And we've literally gotten to a point where anything and everything has become problematic. And I really think we're at a point of no return. Now we're at a point of just trying to figure out how to coexist in the workplace and do other things to try to not kill each other and sue each other every day. So, I saw a great cartoon that one of my colleagues sent to me last week, which really kind of describes where things are in the workplace. And here was the cartoon. It was a young lady complaining to her boss. And the boss is sitting there at his desk like this. And the caption said, "Everybody in the office has said that you've sexually harassed them, but you've never sexually harassed me. So I want to file a claim for discrimination against you." It's a great cartoon. It's witty, it's funny, but the point of it is that, we've gotten to a point in our workplaces where we're afraid to talk to each other or to be ourselves. And that's really not what's intended by these laws that my firm and what we do, what we fight so hard to help employees with. So the question came in, look, we live down here in Florida. Latin culture is very, very synonymous with hugging and kissing to say hello. And I've got an employer or a client who says, "Rich, what do we do about hugging in the workplace?" And my response is this: we cannot lose our humanity and our common sense, okay? Listen to me. There's obviously times and places and understanding of people and the dynamics of people to help answer a question like this. If you hug each other, then hug each other. I mean, seriously, enough already. An innocuous hug for a coworker shouldn't be the basis to give rise to claims for sexual harassment in a lawsuit. And I'm the lawyer who goes and sues companies for doing this. Now, look, if you give somebody a hug in the workplace and you can tell they kind of tense up or they're uncomfortable, don't hug them anymore, okay? But there's all this discussion about whether employers have to implement no hugging policies in the workplace. This is how ridiculous we've gotten, okay? We're almost at the point where every single employment or place of employment is going to need to have a safe room with stuffed animals and blankies. But then somebody will complain that the blanket is made out of a cotton that was made on a farm, or the cotton was taken from sheep who were not treated humanely, and there will be a lawsuit about the blanket. This is how silly things have gotten. Now, don't get me wrong. Things happen in the workplace every day, and I see them that they're illegal. You've heard me talk about them. But guys, there has to be some sort of reset button in today's society. Everything is offensive to everybody, okay? And what the law says on this is that, look, we look at a subjective component and an objective component. If something is subjectively, meaning personally offensive to somebody, okay. But then we look as to whether an objective person, a reasonable person in that position, would be offended by the conduct, okay? And if the answer is no, then candidly, it's generally not going to be actionable under the law. Back to the hugging, okay? No, I don't think you need a policy in the workplace that says you can't hug anybody. But we also need to exercise common sense, okay? If you've got a creepy 50-year-old guy who's walking around and only hugging the young 24-year-old co-eds with big breasts, yeah, that might seem a little bit creepy. But if people hug and embrace to say hello or good morning and it's part of their culture and nobody's complaining or offended by it, for crying out loud, stop looking for problems. Go to work. Do your job. If somebody says something to you that's offensive, discuss it with them. Hey, what she said, that didn't sit well with me. And if it continues, then go to human resources. Okay? And that's how I think the whole hugging situation or hugging and kissing in the workplace. If it bothers you, address it with the person. If the person doesn't stop or takes it in the wrong way, go to human resources and address it then. But guys, I mean, we have to get back to a point in our workplaces. And again, I say this because I'm the guy who sues employers when they don't do what they're supposed to under the law, okay? But there has to be common sense. There has to be a reset to the middle. They say water always finds its level. We have to find our level, or else every workplace in America on an everyday basis with every employee is going to be on such pins and needles, okay, that nothing's ever going to be able to get done. We have to go backwards a little bit. I just realized that I had ESPN on in the background. I'm sorry about that. I don't even know what was on it, but in any event, I digress. Guys, thanks again for tuning in. Again, if you ever need anything, richard@floridaovertimelawyer.com. You can always email us, call us, 866-344-9243. We're here to listen. Common sense in the workplace. Come on, guys, we can do this, right? Have a great day.